Hello Libra, welcome to your tarot card reading for March 2023. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. For those of you who are new here, my name is Jane. Thank you all so much for being here. So March is a huge month, and astrologically, we astrologers have been looking at March 2023 for a really long time. Now, I am going to be posting the astrology segments in a separate video in the next couple of days. So this video is only going to be the tarot card reading. But if you want to get notified for that astrology segment, please make sure to subscribe and hit the little bell, because there is just so much going on in March. It's definitely one of the months that's like a must see, must pay attention, must know. So anyway, this video is only going to be the tarot card reading. Please make sure to check out your sun, moon, or rising sign. And if you're here for love, you're more than welcome to check out your Venus sign as well. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get straight into the reading. Hello Libra, welcome to your March 2023 tarot card reading. So we are going to get started here with a card from my intuitive deck just to open up this channel today. So let's see what comes through. Okay, I feel as though there is a really big energetic push toward your goals here throughout March. Now, you may be feeling the intensity of the shift of Saturn coming into that 6th house, where it's like all of a sudden we have to start being, whatever, more disciplined, more focused, anything like that. But I think you're going to really enjoy this energy, and I think you're going to start seeing the fruits of your labor a lot sooner than you would otherwise if you continue going at the rate that you're going now. I feel like this real urge, the urge to delve deep, the urge to create, the urge to make something happen is really, really strong for you. Feeling a lot of busyness, feeling a lot of kind of people around you as well, although I don't know how much influence they're really going to have on what it is you're doing. I think your energy levels are, at a point where you could just sort of keep your head down, kind of like an Energizer bunny, right? Just sort of put your head down and just go and go and go and go and go. And there doesn't seem to be a lot of disruption going on, which is good. Now we'll see what the rest of the cards have to say, but with that first card, I'm not seeing disruption. Okay, let's go ahead and pull out a major arcana card, which signifies what the universe needs from you. What does the universe need from you this month, Libra? We have the Devil. Well, that speaks to the Saturn energy. And it actually is a really grounding card. It does have a lot of earthy elements to it. And so while there's a shift for Saturn from from air into water, I actually feel that you are pretty earthed. Am I making any sense? Hopefully that makes sense. I don't see you swishing about, losing focus, losing perspective, struggling to maintain control. I don't see that. I see you being really tight with your own personal behavior. Like you feel really good with how you're going about doing things. There's a lot of determination, and maybe you are being driven by more materialistic goals right now. Maybe you are thinking about money or your lifestyle, or you're thinking about things that are a little bit, maybe not so much on the spiritual side. I wonder if Libra is getting a little burnt out on all of the spiritual, deep healing stuff. With Pluto being in that 4th house for a really, really long time, I think Libra is ready to just kind of succeed in other areas. And I know the Devil can also represent commitment and dedication. So, and to a degree, this may also mean you may have to be the bad guy. I kind of saw this in another zodiac signs reading as well, that it might be time for you to be the bad guy in someone else's story, to be the one that has to bear the bad news or to reject someone or to let someone down. But I think for the sake of your growth, your mission, your vision, and what it is you see for you in your life, I think that's something that's really important. Let's take a look at who is in the environment that you need to be aware of. Who is in the environment for Libra? We have a Queen of Swords. Now, I like a Queen of Swords. This is a Libra card. Now, this may or may not be a Libra. Okay, this could be any zodiac sign person. But there's definitely someone honest in your space. Okay, someone who is willing to say it like it is. Someone who is willing to offer you feedback in a constructive, critical way. You know, it's constructively critical. This is someone that I think there's a mutual respect. I think this is someone maybe that you're connected with professionally, perhaps. If it is a romantic partner, they're not going to let their feelings for you, okay, put them in a position where they're not going to tell you the truth. Okay, they're going to be prioritizing truth over their feelings, and maybe they are telling you the truth because they love you, but sometimes that truth can be a little bit difficult to accept. But the truth that they are offering right now, either through the words that they speak or through the reflection that they are offering, but that truth is actually really, really helpful for you, Libra. And because you are in a situation right now where you have determination to go and achieve, it also means that you are open to making changes. You're open to revising your everyday normal way of life to some degree. You have to do different things, and I think you know that. You know you have to do different things to get different results. And sometimes hearing it from someone else can be really helpful because it does tend to kind of push you along a little bit. You do have Jupiter still in that 7th house, so there's a lot of wisdom that can be imparted or given to you through another person. And the Queen of Swords seems to be that person. And what I like about the Queen of Swords is she doesn't, she's really good about understanding her own biases. So she's not like just projecting, okay? I think she's a well thought out, mindful, and somewhat philosophical individual who has her own ideas and her own preferences, but doesn't necessarily allow that to cloud her judgment in terms of how she is communicating with you or how she is reflecting something back to you. All right, so you can be sure that whoever this is, now I say she because it's a Queen of Swords, but it really could be anybody, any zodiac sign, it doesn't really matter. But what they are offering is pure information that is not prejudice in any way, shape, or form, okay? They are offering some degree of truth. Now, that may bring you back into your shadow a little bit and bring you into that fearful place, like, oh my gosh, I was afraid that's kind of what was going on. I'm, afraid that was the truth of the situation, or that was the truth of what happened because I made certain choices or whatever. But I think you're really, really strong right now, Libra. You have a great deal of strength. And you're able to receive that kind of information right now. So I don't know that it's going to be that problematic. It's just necessary for you to make that big pivot. Now, everybody is making big pivots this month because of the massive astrological transits that we are experiencing. So we all just experience it in our own way. Okay. For you, I think it's going to be a little bit more, have a lot more to do with your own determination and your own focus and your own ability to get things done. Okay, so getting started, we have the the High Priestess. We have the Four of Swords. And Seven of Wands. So the High Priestess feels connected to the Queen of Swords to me. And this is the revelation energy, the reflection, the information being delivered. I think the universe is using the Queen of Swords as a messenger, as a deliverer, okay? In a way, she may be a little bit of like an earth angel quality coming here to help you to make a pivot. And there's likely going to be at least one pretty big perspective shift for Libra this month. And the High Priestess, you know, she often works in really sneaky ways, right? It's like, we don't have a massive light bulb turning on with the High Priestess. We don't have an epiphany or anything. We just tend to come into realization with her. And things start to fall into place and things start to make sense and we start to connect the dots. And weirdly, it's going to put you into a somewhat mindful or contemplative place where you start to understand yourself more fully. You start to understand your life from a more holistic viewpoint. But I think that's really, really, really necessary to understand that, because it's going to put you in the fight energy. When I say the fight energy, I don't mean fighting with other people. I mean you fighting and soldiering up for the goals and the ambitions that you have. All right, that you are going to start to put up the dedication that is required to get you to where you say you want to be. Now, with the Devil, there might be, right, we've got two different people tied up here. There might be two or more different aspects of yourself going on right now. One aspect might be trying to keep you comfortable and safe and doesn't want to change anything and wants to keep everything the same. But the other part of you wants to expand. And the part of you that's wanting to expand needs you to fight for it. Because I think the tendency to go back to that comfort zone, it is pretty strong. And Pluto, as we know, often pulls really, really hard. And I'm not saying you haven't grown a lot over the past 15 years. I know, Libra, you've grown a lot. I know there's been a lot of, not just internal stuff, but external stuff as well. But this is an opportunity for you to reach the next level. And you're starting to really crave that next level, whatever that is. It could be taking a relationship to the next level. It could be financially to the next thing, whatever. And so the part of you that wants to make it to the next level needs the effort. And while you can love the part of you that wants to stay safe and comfortable, I know that your higher self or your supraconscious self wants the expansion. And I think you're going to have to kind of cave a little bit and be like, okay, we're expanding. Okay, we're growing. Okay, we're really going to evolve. And Mars retrograde in the 9th house has been very magical, but it is coming to a close at the very end of March. And so we're going to start to see the real effects of that Mars retrograde now, like once he leaves. So we're going to really see that in April, May, June, as we make our way into summer. Okay. We have, the Hermit. We have the 10 of Wands. This is kind of an interesting reading for Libra. And the 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups is like the wish card, they always say, right? It's your wishes coming true. I don't know. 7 of Wands with the 10 of Wands. Like there's nothing you won't do to get here. Now, the Hermit with the High Priestess, there's something really like on a cellular level going on for you. It's something you're going through kind of by yourself. And while you may have companions in your life, romantic, platonic, familial, all the different kinds of relationships, right? You may have these companions, but something tells me it's like those people are around you, but there's something so, so deep going on inside. And maybe you have had some kind of an awakening experience, a life-changing experience, or something that has recently happened that kind of smacked you across the face a little bit, like, wake up, Libra, like, wake up. You have to start living. Why does it feel to me like, Libra, that's exactly what it is. Like, it's time to start living. And I wonder, have you felt like you've just been on autopilot a little bit? Now, remember, I'm not saying it's bad, and I'm not saying you haven't accomplished a great deal of things. I'm not saying you haven't had happy moments in there. But I don't know. It kind of feels like the kind of robotic energy is starting to fall away. And the part of you that struggled over the past couple of years, especially with Saturn in the 5th, right? That part of you that struggled to take pleasure in things or to take pleasure in your creative essence is starting to melt away. Now, the Hermit, as much as he can represent a wise, our own wisdom, I think he also represents a wandering spirit and a wandering heart. And I think Libra is really wanting to find something solid. I think you're tired of wandering. You're tired of feeling pulled around and feeling like you can't really establish roots somewhere. So as much as I like the Hermit from the philosophical angle, I don't really like him from the wandering angle, because it's probably because of the wandering energy that you've struggled to reach the degree of success that you've really wanted to. But now I feel like you're ready to fight for that grounding. You're ready to fight for that stability, especially with the Devil coming through. So you might be taking, kind of a little bit of stock or inventory here, where you're just looking at your life. You're looking at your living environment, your bank accounts, the car you drive, the relationships you're in, all friendships, your job. You're looking at all the different elements of your life. It's not that you're disappointed with everything. It's just that you realize that everything around you is a manifestation of a past self that sort of no longer exists. So here you are, sort of trapped in between worlds, and you, more than you've felt in a very long time, feeling so determined to make these wishes come true. To make these dreams, to make these manifestations come true. But still, seriously, a lot is surfacing for Libra right now. A lot of, and I don't know if I want to say the word trigger. I don't know that it's going to be triggering, but it is going to be illuminating. A lot of illumination for Libra right now. So what else? What else for Libra? Two of Wands, we have strength. Eight of Wands. I feel I want to say desperation, but Libra, I don't think you're desperate. But it feels like a desperation to get out of a specific circumstance. And I'm almost feeling a little bit of a bargaining going on. Like, when people go through the stages of grief, somewhere in there is bargaining. I think it's like step 3, right? 3 or 4, where you start bargaining. Spirit, universe, God, I will do anything to get out of this situation and get into another one. I will do anything. I will do anything. What can I do? Show me what I can do. The reason why I like that for you is because it's going to invite new information. Because when you start opening the door like that, new people show up. New posts start showing up on your social media feed. New types of, information sinks in because your ears are attuned to different types of things. So I actually feel like Libra is in a massive receiving answers period of time, even to questions that you didn't even know you were asking. You're receiving answers, you're receiving feedback, constructive criticism, you're receiving direction. Remember, the Queen of Swords is a messenger. It's a deliverer of information to help you achieve your goals. It's not a very sexy reading, but I think this is something that, you are like, yes, please, universe, send the Queen of Swords. Please, I would do anything to have someone show up and show me what to do. Show me how to get out of this. Show me how to leave. Show me how to make it better. Show me how to fix this problem. Because I know you have a vision, and I think you've been really, really good at holding your vision. I don't see wavering with that. The path has been somewhat wavering. A lot of detours, a lot of wandering, a lot of mistakes, right? A lot of successes too. The path has been really wavering, but the vision has never truly wavered. But for some reason, with the astrological shifts, it all just seems more feasible given who you are now. You're a different person now. Like the thing with Pluto crossing over into a new sign, it's kind of like a graduation from like a 15-year-long program. And you know that you've gone through the ringer with it. We all have to some degree. So you've gone through the ringer with Pluto, and now all of a sudden that energy is starting to shift. Now the ingress into Aquarius is a little bit strange. It comes in and then goes out, in and out, and in and out a couple of times. But we're starting to see that new energy really, really start to come online. So in order to support Pluto's ingress, right, here we have strength, and strength with the 7 of Wands, with the 10 of Wands, and the 8 of Wands. This is you really pushing things forward. I'm telling you, Libra, the universe does need your effort. It needs your attention. It needs your investment. You're going to have to stay on top of things. But I think you want to. Like, I don't know that sounds like a chore. It sounds like something that you genuinely want. You want to stay on top of things. You want to go through this evolution. It's not that the universe is asking you for anything that you're not inherently feeling coming up inside of you anyway. So I feel a fighter, a real fighting spirit coming through, and like Libra's really changed the way they interact with a lot of people. That whole people pleasing thing kind of really going out the window. Now you can still be nice, but again, you're so focused, and I do feel a lot of focus coming through. Now with the 8 of Wands, there is generally a lot of movement. So because you really do start fighting, you are going to see the movement that you've been hoping for. All right. And I think by the end of March, you're going to look back and you're going to be like, holy smokes, that was a crazy month, but look at everything I have to show for it. Remember, this is a materialistic time for Libra, so you are looking for tangible results. Okay. So let's take a look here for Libra at the comprehensive clarifiers. Now the clarifiers are the cards I'm going to cover in the comprehensive reading. The link for that will be found in the description box down below. We usually talk for another 25 to 30 minutes about these, so we get kind of like a whole second reading here. So let's see what else comes through with the Devil. Okay, we got the 10 of Swords. Clearly the end of an era for Libra. 8 of Swords. Hold on. What else does the universe need from Libra? Three of Wands. And I also just happen to see, I'm just going to pull this out because I happen to see that bright orange color. It's like a red-orange color. In the environment, we have the Page of Coins. We have the Queen of Wands. And the Eight of Cups. Okay. So now what else is happening for the High Priestess? What else does Libra need to know? For the High Priestess, I'm loving the sword energy for you right now because I think you're responding really well to it. King of Wands. And the Magician. 10 of Cups. 7 of Cups. 9 of Swords. Page of Cups. High Priestess. Wow, a lot of these swords coming out. Speaking of wandering energy, Hanged Man with the Page of Swords. Beautiful Ace of Coins. Love it. 10 of Wands. What else for the 10 of Wands? For Libra, another 10 of Wands. The universe needs your labor. 4 of Wands. It's that grounded energy. Grounded, secure, feeling sure of things. Hold on. Like that one, because I saw it, and then that one. Beautiful. I feel like Libra is looking for an accelerated path. World. Not surprised by the World coming out. 7 of Swords. Page of Wands. Three of Swords, Devil. Hierophant. Okay. Kind of a powerful reading. This is really strong stuff coming out. Okay, Libra. So this is where we're going to pick up. So if you want to join me, you are more than welcome. Thank you all so much. You guys know I love you. Have a great March, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.